Hey folks, welcome back to the Portable Gamer, welcome back to Project Cars 2, and welcome back to Cirque de la Sarthe, the old setup, right? The old Le Mans setup, and we are in, let me scroll down to us here, that's us right there, P17, we are in the mighty Porsche 961. You know, it's tricky in Project Cars. I would love to run, in fact I do run an overclass and an underclass, but I would like to pick specific cars, and you just can't do that. You have to pick classes, and the cars that are in the classes are not always cars that I want, and sometimes I pick a whole class just to get one car to race against. So I tried to kind of fudge it. The 961 is what, mid to late 80s. We went with the LMP 9 for the overclass, and these cars were late 80s to mid 90s to late 90s maybe. Yeah. And the GTO, they're sort of spread all over, but mostly mid 80s to mid 90s. And then we have a group 4, and these are more pure 80s, I would say. And then vintage GT Class A, these are 60s into 70s. So it's not really representative of any race that you would see on any given day at Le Mans, but it'll do. You know, we should have some cars that there's no way we can ever catch them, and we should have some cars that we're lapping. We're not going to do day, night, day. We're not going to do rain. We're going to do 15 laps in the afternoon. I have 100 laps of fuel on board. I'm running soft slicks, so I will have to pit 100. Did I say 100 laps? 100 liters. 100 liters of fuel will give me 10 laps, so I will definitely have to pit. I don't know if anybody else will, so we'll see what we can do. I've got the AI. For me, I've got the skill cranked. It's on 90, and the aggression is on 60. So we're experimenting a little bit and seeing if I can race with the AI on 90 on a gamepad. And here we go. Now, I can tell you, and you probably know this if you're into cars, wicked boost lag on the 961, but eventually she gets spooled up. And I did do a setup. I did a lot of testing in this car, and I feel like I have a good setup. I feel like I got my setup dialed. This guy, what's he doing? I feel like I got my setup dialed, but I had to really stretch the gears out for Mulsanne. So and I'm trying first lap, man. You know how the first lap is on this game. Just want to make it through intact. Let everybody spread out. And then we can, then we can get to racing. So I'm super excited. This is all, the track obviously is from the Spirit of Le Mans DLC. The 961 that I'm in, from the Spirit of Le Mans DLC. I'm trying not to cough right now. I cannot get to my dump button, and I don't want to cough on you. I've been doing that a lot lately, because lately in racing, oh, it's not going to work. I have to cough. Folks, cover your ears. I got to cough. Pardon me. A set of Corsa I just did. In fact, I posted it today. I just did 8 laps at the old Spa-Francorchamps, and it's the same thing. I had to cough, and I couldn't get to my dump button. And in fact, according to the new schedule, we were only going to be doing one race, one video per day. And Sunday was going to be Racing Sunday, of course. And we already had a race for a set of Corsas, so that was our Sunday race. But I just wasn't pleased with it. If you watch it, you'll see it. I wasn't happy with it. I wasn't happy with it, not a bit. So I'm doing this as kind of a supplement. Because I just really wasn't happy with the way it turned out. So I'll try to make amends with this. And I'm definitely experimenting with the AI. You know, I don't know how good I can be on a gamepad. And it's tricky, because on the one hand, I look at my races and I think, that's not bad. You know, that'll do. That'll do, pig. And then from another angle, it's like, no. Not even close. Not, you know, not competitive, not. This turn bites me every time I feel like I go wide. You know what I'm saying? You know, I'm just racing for fun, because on the gamepad, like, I'll never be e-racing good. And then I think, well, you know, let's see how good we can get on a gamepad. Because I know I found videos of people doing, they say, could all be lies and shenanigans, but I found videos of people doing amazing things on gamepads. So maybe we do amazing things too, right? This car, oh, the 961 baby, it's just so planted. I feel so safe and secure in this German touring car. It's just bomber. And I did do M1 thought better of it. I did do setup, and I really made an effort to do some tests and, you know, put some time into it and try to figure out the best way to set the car up. And I feel like I got it. I'm a little bit worried about tires, you know, that were on softs, but this is not. Oh, I don't want to do this. Nope. Circular start really doesn't tear tires up too badly. So I think we're going to be okay to get 10 laps out of softs. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. You know what? We're back on the Mulsanne straight, and I need to cough again. Coincidence? I wonder. Cover your ears. Oh God, I'm getting over being sick. Right. Well, I think we got legs on this. Is this an M1? Diablo? What is that? Oh, that's a 924. Is it? We went past too fast. Yes, it was very smooth. It was smooth. What was I talking about? No, we're not making any moves at all on the GTOs. We are, oh God, 10 seconds back from the next one. But we are, I did jack the AI. I jacked it, yo. And we'll see how we do. But I'm looking to, I want to be serious about this, and I feel like, you know, I've been running the AI at, God, I think I started when we started this series. That's very weird. That's entirely on me, but I felt like I was braking in exactly the right place, and then halfway through the braking, I was like, no, it's way up there. And then I was like, oh shit, no, it's not up there, it's right there. So somehow I managed to brake too early and too late for the same turn. Good on me. When we started this series, I was running the AI very, very low. And we're not doing that anymore. We're gradually cranking it on all of our series. So I want to see. Tricky. I want to see where I can get to as a gamepad sim racer, you know, and it's like that Assetto Corsa race that I just did, or F1 2017, which we're also doing. You know, what's interesting about that is, like, I put the car on the pole in F1 2017 2 races in a row, but then I finished well down. And, you know, I'm trying to sort that out. Like, what is the deal? Why would that happen? What's going on? And what I came up with was, moment. There it is. What I came up with was, I'm not consistent. I can turn a pace lap, right? No problem. I can turn a pace lap. It's just turning 30 laps in a row. And you go wide a little bit here, and you go wide a little bit there, and there's your lap gone. You know, there's 2 to 3 to 5 seconds off your lap, every lap. And that's going to kill you. So it's not setup, and it's not like raw speed. It's consistency. It's what's killing me. So I feel like if I could just get more consistent. Oh, look at that. I'm 22 seconds down. What the hell? But I made up a spot somewhere, but I think one of the GTOs was in the pit. And I'm going to have to pit too, so. But you get what I'm saying. It's consistency. If I give up, 1 second in this corner, 1 second in that turn, and I do that over and over and over again, after 15 laps, I'm down, let's say it's 4 seconds per lap. Let's say it's 1 second in 4 corners, 4 turns. Thank you. Let's say it's 1 second in 4 turn complexes per lap. It's 4 seconds per lap. 15 lap race. I'm down a minute, and then you're down a minute. Like that's terrible. So it's just consistency and not giving up 1 second per corner. Right? And that's what I'm trying to get to. And it's easier said than done. I mean, I think well, I don't know. I know there are people that do amazing things on gamepads. And I read other threads and people are like, if you're on a gamepad, you are some kind of an amazing human being because you can't really do great things unless you're on a wheel. And it's like, oh, I don't know, man. I just want to be smooth. Smooth like that. You see that? Rewind that. Watch it again. It was smooth. Jesus, I got to cough again. Oh, God. So professional. This is YouTubing here, folks. Professional YouTubing. This is as good as it gets. Right. Tires are not going away. The sound on this car is just glorious. And that ferocious bang when we downshift every now and then. Glorious. And I'm really as skittish as fantastic. As skittish as the well, we're another 20 seconds back. As skittish as the 917 was, this 961 is just, like I said, it's just absolutely planted. Feels good. Feels really, really good. So I don't know what we'll do, and like I said, as far as classes, like I'm looking at the bar over there on the left side of the screen, and it looks like we're 8 out of 9 for GTO, and 16 out of 32. So we're 8 out of 9 for GTO, and then we're behind every Le Mans prototype. And on the one hand, it's to be expected, and then on the other hand, it's like, really, like we're that far back. I mean, we're thank you. We're like 20 plus seconds behind. We're P16. We're 20 plus seconds behind P15 on lap 4. Really? So we're just getting crushed, and I don't know if that's 5 seconds per lap. So it's like, again, could I be making up 5 seconds? Am I 5 seconds per lap off the pace? because I don't feel slow. I mean, maybe I'm not super fast, but I certainly don't feel slow. And I'm not making any glaring errors. Although, well, I mean, maybe lap 1, lap 2, maybe I did. You know what I'm saying. It's a fairly smooth lap, and the car is pretty much maxed out. So how are we just getting schooled like this? And we are speeding up too. But okay, so this lap, if you look up above, we're 1 second. We're pushing the pace by 1 second. Okay, great. So I found 1 second. Where am I going to find another 4? It's just either the AI is outrageously fast, or I missed my tune-up, or something. I don't know. Maison Blanche, killing it. Right, so we found 1.5 seconds. And we're still, well, oh, I think they pitted. I was like, we made up 30 seconds. No, they pitted. But whatever, we'll just keep on. I mean, I'm having a fantastic time driving this car. And coming through Dunlop, we just made up another 1.5 seconds. So I don't know. I mean, I'm never opposed to like accepting responsibility for a problem. So if the problem is me, then the problem is me. But it's just, you know, where do you make up that kind of time? But we'll try. The only thing is I don't want to try so hard that I put it in the ditch, and then we lose all that time. Because again, on these longer races and with more sophisticated AI and things like tire wear, enchanté, with more sophisticated AI and things like tire wear, who is this now? Interesting. Is that the F40? F50? Fast as hell, whatever it is. Fantastic. What was I talking about? What's his name again? You got a cough again. Cover your ears. I'm getting over being sick. You know how that goes. Right. So we made up time through Dunlop, and I feel like we've lost it all again. Well, I mean, lost most of it. Much more aggressive braking, because that puts us 2 seconds up. Okay. We'll just keep pushing the pace. Mm-hmm. Okay. Right, so that takes us down another little over 2 seconds. So I don't know. I mean, can we find? You know what I'm saying? Can we find another 5 seconds per lap? We're doing okay on tires. Unfortunately, we're going to have to pit for fuel. God, this car is so much fun to drive. It's got that 911 feel to it. It just lets go so predictably and so consistently. Right, now we're off by over a second. What's going on with that? I don't know. I don't know. I'll just drive as fast as I can. If you're not first, you're last. That's what I've heard. And we got, okay, I thought that, and I couldn't see because it went by fairly quickly, but that F40, F50, I thought that was LMP, but it's not. It was GTO. So we're back to 9 of 9 and 17 of 32. So, okay. Well, I mean, we're beating the Group 4 cars, right? That's something. Yes. And I'm having a blast. This car it's just absolutely rock solid and so planted. See if I can find a good brake point now. Let's try right here. Yep, that's not a bad one. Could have carried a little more speed through there, but I mean, we were okay. So now if I string those two together, coming out of Dunlop, I was down 1.5 seconds. And now we're plus 0.3. So if I can get through Dunlop the way I did the last time, and then come through that complex, you see what I'm saying? Theoretically, we could make up 2 seconds from Dunlop to the end of Mulsanne. Okay. I don't know. I'll just keep going as fast as I can. I am trying. Very little tire wear too, which I'm stoked about. But we're going to have to pit for fuel, and I think we had we started with 100 liters, which is 10 laps, so we're going to have to pit. I don't think we can go full 10. We're going to have to pit at the end of lap 9. Okay, we'll figure it out. And I think where we are right now is about where we're going to finish. I don't see us making up a lot of time. Certainly try. It's just so, predictable. It's so planted. What a great car. I haven't driven the 924 yet, but I will. And what that fascinates me too. What an odd choice to put in. You know, with all the 911s and the 917s and the 908, you know, the classic Porsche. The 924? Really? It's just, when I saw that, like, I immediately thought, what a crazy choice, but okay. I mean, it's different. It's definitely different. So we'll give it a go at some point. Hey. we'll give it a go in another video. And then, where did I say my break point was? Here? Maybe not quite there. Close though. And I don't know what you're getting for sound, but the sound in this car is just, it's music to my ears, man. These flat racing motors and a big old turbo, glorious. You know, I think I'm so used to driving all my laps at Le Mans with kind of an endurance mentality that I think when I'm in a sprint race like this, a 15-lap race, I think I almost can't switch over to a sprint race mindset, if that makes sense. Like I'm still in some part of my brain, I'm still like endurance racing, you know, preserving and defending and really trying to not baby the car, but baby the car. Well, we're consistent. I mean, we're running 335s, 334 to 335. Who's this guy? El Diablo. El Diablo.
That was a sweet move, great stuff.
That backfire is just glorious. So, coming up on our pit stop, very little tire wear. And I'm wishing we could stay out, but I think we're going to get a fuel warning pretty soon. You know, I'm looking at these lap times, and I feel like, I don't want to be defeatist, but I feel like it's about as fast as I can go. Pardon me. It's about as fast as I can go. You know, we're really kind of rock steady at 335. So I'm going to keep... Thank you. I'm going to keep pushing. I mean, obviously we're not going to catch the prototypes. I'll keep pushing, but I really don't know that there's a whole lot else that I can do. I mean, I can mess with setup. My markers are on the other side. Now there it is. Alright, and somehow fooling around with that Mustang, we picked up 2 seconds. Just as I was saying, I don't know if I can squeeze any more time out of this lap. We pick up over 2 seconds. So the car's got more to give. Car's got more to give, so we'll keep pushing. And unfortunately, this is right about the time we have to pit, but everybody else is pitted too, so fair's fair. And I assume they're all in a one stop if they're stopping at all. I assume they're on a one stop if they're on any stop at all, so I don't think we're likely to make some grand recovery if we do a one stop and everybody else is on a two. You know what I'm saying? Oh, got cute there and almost clipped the tire wall. All right, that is not somebody we're running against. These people all are. Really? No. Oh, it's so predictable. When it hazes, it's just so predictable. You can push it out and then you can just gather it up again, no problem. It's just 911 all the way. Love it. Okay, so we're gonna have to pit. May as well. Right. Tell my guy what's going on. And okay, and then we'll just knock out the last 5 laps and see how she goes. Now this says, this is curious. This says we are about to run up on P12. All right. That's the back marker, and then P12 is still a little ways up ahead of me. Okay. Right. P12 doesn't matter because we got a pit. Wish I knew how we were doing on fuel. If I could push for one more lap. It's not worth it. I mean, we're going to, you know what I mean? We got to come in either way. We have to pit one time in a 15-lap race, so why risk running out of fuel? You know what I'm saying. Mustang getting frisky. And that's also, I wouldn't say frustrating, but the fact that I can sort of walk away from these other cars on speed tells me they're getting me in the turns, and that's on me. That's all my fault, and that's a little, you know. No. Okay. They push the pace, man, for sure. Right. All right. I don't think we're going to. Yeah, I don't think this is going to be a good showing, but I'm having a blast, man. Wow, fuel goes in slow. Okay. I assume everybody else had the same issues, so who knows where we'll come out. I mean, we're definitely going to be. problematic. 9 of 9. Yeah. Okay. Right, so we'll just soldier on. What else can we do? Keep looking for seconds per lap. So we're P17. We're 40 seconds back of P16. Oh yeah, I can make that up. Piece of cake. Now, question I have. Well, no, actually, I take that back. I don't have a question. Yeah, maybe I do. I don't know if anybody's going to pit again because they all came in on like 7 or 8. Well, no, I take that back. I think some cars went in on like 2 or 3. I don't know. I don't know. We'll just keep doing what we're doing. Hope for the best. And try to remember. I found this really great break point, but I can't remember which marker it was. Was it this one? Sure was. I know that looks pretty squared off, but in a 911 I really don't want to get too frisky and loop the thing under power. Now, who is this? This has got to be one of the touring cars. Yep. Is that the Datsun again? Sure is. So yeah, Spirit of Le Mans DLC. If you don't have it, you need to get it because it is amazing. The cars are amazing. This old track, it's like I don't even need modern Le Mans anymore. Now that I have this, it's all I need. Right, this is where the healing starts. This is where I make up 35 seconds in 4 laps. I could totally do that. I think. Yep. So I thought the Ferrari that passed us was in the prototype class, but In hindsight, I was wrong. So I think that's the first. Well, might have happened while we were in the pit, but I feel like that's the first prototype that's passed us. So we're about 3.5 minutes down in first. How is this happening? Right? This should not be a thing.
Blue flag, no flag.
That's the thing. Okay. It was very strange, but you know what? I'll take it. If I can stay on the lead lap, I'll take it. And I gotta remember where my break point is. I think it was right here. Sure was. Oh yeah, I like that one. Like it a lot. So now this guy, go ahead. What is that? 234. Okay. Yeah, we're right. We're right in that area. Well, what can you do? I mean, I don't know if I can, if it's a question of setup or if it's just driving the car harder, because I certainly feel like I am just absolutely caning the thing every lap with also an eye to, preserving the car, not stuffing the car. Like that, particularly when I'm recording, I absolutely do not want to put the car off anywhere. So the consistency of my lap times makes me think, well, who knows? I mean, it's not. I feel like I'm not all over the place. I'm not just throwing the car around and getting random lap times. We're all grouped fairly close, 1 second of each other on an almost 8-mile lap. So I'm feeling pretty good about that. I don't know if it's a question of setup or if I just need to push harder, but I would love to find another. I would love to find another few seconds per lap. But even then, I mean, look, we're 45 seconds off of P16. They're just walking away from us. So who knows? And that's the other thing, as far as the way the cars are grouped in Project Cars 2. I don't know if moment. So we're in GTO right now. Like, I don't know if all the GTOs are meant to run together or if some GTOs are dramatically faster than others. And that, talking about like Madden, not all teams are the same in Madden. Some teams are a lot better than other teams. So is it the same in Project Cars? And, if you pick another car in the GTO class, it just walks away from the 961? I don't know. No, this is saying we're 5 seconds down. I'm trying to think what could have happened that would have put us 5 seconds down. We don't have any damage, and we've been running the same lap we've been running. So why are we, right? Make that make sense. I don't know. I'll just drive the hell out of it, and we'll see how we do. But we're at a point now where even if everybody pitted, I don't think it would make much difference. Okay. Oh. I figured that was going to happen at some point, that I was going to clip the Ford chicane onto the front straight, get a little too cute coming through there, and I did. Almost got a little too cute right there. Got another 924. Sure is. Right. So where are we at now? We're almost a full minute down from P16. And you know what? I can't even say that. I was thinking that there's a lot of different cars in the GTO class, and maybe they're all, different, and so the 961 is like not the fastest GTO car. I was thinking that. But we'll take a look at the end of the race. I'm pretty sure there's other 961s that are in the race today. So that sort of blows that theory, because it's like all the 961s would have the same performance, right? So we'd be running with the other 961. They wouldn't, right? Like, even if the rest of the GTO class walks away from us, the other 961 wouldn't, but it seems like it did. Oh, 333. Beautiful. Great sound, too. I'm going to try something on lap 14 and lap 15. An idea. Let's see how it goes. Ooh, shit. I see you, buddy. There you go. Try to not get dinged through Ford. It's going to be a bit of a scene here, because we're going to come up on this back marker. Camaro. Ah. We're going to come up on this back marker just as this Audi comes up behind us. Fantastic timing. All right. Right. Okay. So we're 1.1 seconds off our good lap right now. It's crazy that this 911 can run with prototypes on the straight. It feels so planted. It's hard to imagine that we're going at like 210, 215 miles an hour. Just absolutely rock steady. Maybe even more than that. Maybe like 220. But rock steady. Easy Camaro. And it's weird that we lose a little bit of speed and a little bit of RPM when we come around there. I don't know if we go into a headwind or what the deal is.
They're giving you the blue flag. Let it pass.
Well, come on around.
Take this one quickly and deploy fast.
That didn't work out at all the way I thought it would. But it did work out. So, could be worse. No. I was trying to move for you. There we go.
Blue flag. You've got passing on the front. You're going to fight.
Okay. So, what are we back now? That was it? Oh, okay, because we got lapped. Okay. Let me get pulled over. I guess I don't need to get pulled over. I guess I can do this. Skip cooldown lap. Well, we can go right to it right here. No, we'll skip cooldown lap. And then view replay. Right. We'll just do one lap of replay. Where's my vape at? There you go. So, I'm not sure. I mean, like I said, I'm always happy to put it on me that I just wasn't driving the car fast enough, or it could be that I screwed up my setup and my tune. But I really feel like I was pushing the car. Well, I may not have been pushing it that hard, but I feel like I was pushing it hard enough that I shouldn't have been a minute off my own class after 15 laps. That seems a little rough, but whatever. I'll take it. Great race though. The car feels amazing. Project Cars 2, it could be my favorite race sim, all things considered. So a combination of the physics, the gameplay, the graphics, the cars, the tracks, like everything put together, it could be my favorite. And the only thing that frustrates me about it is you can't dial in the competition a little more specifically and race against the cars that you want to race against. We're a little dodgy on the replay right now because there's so many cars rendering on track at the same time. Frame rate right now is horrible. This is not much of a replay. Whatever. We'll let it roll through one lap, then we'll call it. So yeah, man, you tell me if you've got tips as far as setup, as far as, you know, just being faster. You tell me. I'm always open to ideas, but it just it's intriguing to me that I was that far off my own class. So it goes. And what else? I know there was a couple. Well, the two Ferraris come in the Spirit of Le Mans pack, the two 512s. I already drove the 917 LH. We've driven the 961 now. I want to drive the 924 and I want to drive the 512s. And I think there's like a couple Toyotas, but I'm not really a Toyota guy. So maybe we'll skip that. Yeah, I just feel like the GTOs absolutely walked away from me, even on lap 1. Like, I guess that's them in front of me right there. So just a few seconds off. But, I mean, what happens? Like, where does it all fall apart? That I can go from, you know, being inside of them to just being totally dropped. Hard to say. We're coming up on... Yep, coming up on Maison Blanche. And then that'll be it. Call it a lap. Beautiful. Right, folks, thanks for stopping back to check out the Portable Gamer. Thanks for joining us for another episode of Project Cars 2, Spirit of Le Mans DLC from Cirque de la Sarthe. And we'll see you next time. Take care now.